Welcome to Harrison Hats.
Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Hacks. Today I'm going to be showing you the Super Nintendo pack for Vintage Collection. I'm actually going to do a 2-in-1 today, so stay tuned for Sega Genesis later. We'll do the 16-bit console wars. You can get them both all in one day, all in one spot, nice and easy. Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. I mean, if anyone's familiar with my channel, I love the NES. I love the controller. I love the games. I love the way the toaster console looks. Maybe some people prefer the top loader. I like the toaster style. Uh, Actually, I just finished putting a new pin connector into one for a good buddy of mine that I work with. Got his up and running perfectly yet again. It's he's got the box, styrofoam, everything's all there. I mean, it's I'm a little jealous to be quite honest, just a little. I'd love to have that in my collection, but something you work towards. But I gotta say, NES holds a special place in my heart. But the SNES and the Sega Genesis are two systems, more so the Super Nintendo for me, they were a big part of my childhood. I mean, everything from Super Mario World when you first get it, and then you're rocking Killer Instinct, the Mortal Kombats. I love all the NHL games. The list goes on. Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3. There's so many more that I could get into, but just to name a few. So this is the Super Nintendo pack. Stay tuned for its rival, the Sega Genesis pack, that's coming up later today. Um, and I want to get right into this, and hopefully there's some games in here that you guys have never enjoyed that you can enjoy now. There's quite a few Japanese to English translated games, so we didn't get them over here in North America. Now you can enjoy them and understand the text because it's all translated to English. So first thing we're going to want to do here is go to the link in the description. That's going to take you to download a text file. So the link takes you to the text file. Once you have it, it's the Vintage Collection SNES Pack link.txt. Open that up, highlight the contents just like so, right click, copy, and just go ahead and paste that into your web browser. Once you do, that's going to give you the chance to download the SNES pack, and it'll look something like this when you have it all. So you're going to have the SNES pack.z01, z02, z03, and the Vintage Collection SNES pack.zip. So what you're going to want to do is right click on the zip file itself. With WinRAR, extract here, 7-zip, extract here. Once that's all extracted for you, you're just going to have this Vintage Collection folder with a bunch of greatness inside. Boom. We're going to take that Vintage Collection folder, right click on it, cut, go to the root of your H drive where we have our Vintage Collection installed, and we're going to paste it on the root of our H drive. And that's going to put everything where it needs to be. If you're not familiar with Vintage Collection, I look in the top right hand corner of your screen right now. You can click that card. It'll take you to the main base. And once you have that set up, that helps you configure your controls and all that kind of stuff. We'll go ahead and you can enjoy all these packs that I continue to release or the ones that I've already released. So let's go into Vintage Collection here and launch it up. I'm going to mute my computer. There we go, Super Nintendo, boom. So you can see I went with 2D box art, 2D cart art, and anything that is English translated will also have an English wheel. So if you did get rid of all of the information boxes, I kept the one on the bottom, but if you got rid of all of them, then you'll still be able to read the wheel art. So this is pretty cool. Chrono Trigger, and then Chrono Trigger 2 Crimson Echoes. So this is a hack, I believe, but definitely something to check out. All the clay fighters are there. Those were pretty cool. back in the day. Contra, of course. It was funny because I was at Walmart today with my wife, and we live in a small town, and we went to a bigger small town, and they had two SNES classics at the Walmart. One had a damaged box, the other one was mint. And I tried to get a deal on the one with the damaged box. They wouldn't do it, so I didn't buy either one. I have one. I can leave it for others who need one. My next purchase, anything to do with the SNES Classic, I want to get the European model. Oh, here's Cyber Knight, English translated, Cyber Knight 2. And I mean, this goes on. There's 810. So there's a couple European games. I believe this, yes, this one here. Demon's Crest. I don't know if that was North American, but there's a bunch in here. So I left in Donkey Kong Country, the competition edition. There's also your standard Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. Doom. I mean, the list goes on. Oh, Evo. So when when I stood in line for my SNES Classics the day they were released, I ended up getting one from Walmart and one from EB Games, which is like GameStop up in Canada. And I gave it to a guy at work that really wanted one, and he wanted his with Hakchi, so I did that for him, and he wanted Evo on there, and he's like, you got to try it. It's a cool game, and it actually is a cool game. You evolve, and if you've never experienced it, I recommend checking it out. It's cool. So there's Earthbound. Everyone loves Earthbound. Earthworm Jims were great back in the day. Um, Emerald Dragon is another one, English translated. I mean, I could just go on and on through this list of awesome games. Um, and the other thing you'll notice, I've gone through all the ROM list and made sure that, especially sports games or anything that has like, you know, 1, 2, and 3, I put them in order. So like you've got FIFA 96, 97, 98, Fatal Fury 1, 2 special. But and then I did the Final Fantasy. I went with Mystic Quest, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, and just kept going. All the final fights there. But there are a lot. I mean, there are a lot of games. 810. So, basically, this is being released right now. Obviously, if you guys are watching this, and stay tuned later on. Sega Genesis pack will be released, and you can have both of the 16-bit. I mean, the amazing consoles that both of them are, and enjoy those. And I really like this build because it's giving people an opportunity to enjoy games that they've never experienced. That's why I try to leave in, you know, as many as possible. Um, for me, like my personal build, I'm probably going to get rid of 90% of the games, to be quite honest. But this gives me an opportunity to try games that I've never tried before. Mostly the English translated games are games I haven't tried before, or just stuff I never heard of. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, have a good day.